Hello, everybody, and welcome to the beautiful Hampton, Virginia. It is time for Shenanigans. We have only got 2 more episodes after this one tonight left for you guys to check out. Again, I am Philip Cup. We are in Hampton, Virginia at the Hampton Coliseum. Tonight, we are going to start things off with a promo. We are going to hear from Big Papa Pump himself, Scotty Steiner. We're getting right into it, everybody. We're going to hear from him, and then we're getting into our matches. Let's go. Scott Steiner's coming down here. He's got something he wants to say. He wants to talk. He wants to put out a challenge. So let's see what he's got to say. He says it won't take long. Let's see if he's right. Let's see if he is accurate and it won't take long.
Paperboy, I want you tonight. If you beat me, I'll be done with you. If you can't, it's a King's Cage match at Riot.
Ooh. The King's Cage match challenge by Scott Steiner. So essentially tonight, and it looks like we've been told that it will be tonight's main event. It will be Scott Steiner versus Paperboy. If Paperboy wins, he will leave, or he will be left alone by Scott Steiner. But if Scott Steiner wins tonight, they will meet each other at a King's Cage match. The King's Cage is a new concept brought up by RWR. It looks like a Hell in a Cell. It is a cage that covers the entirety of the ring and then some of the area around it. But the thing about a King's Cage match, you can only win by knockout. Right now in the ring here, we've got Tatum, Dakota Moon, wrong Moon, goodness, so many moons. This match here is to get a placement in the FTW Bayou Brawl match. So everything helps right now at this point. But before we get too far into this match here, we are going to hear from Jimmy King's Coffee Joint. I can find my lighter. I do this every week. I don't know. I drove in last night after the show in Fairfax. It wasn't too bad of a drive. It was actually a very beautiful drive. I got stopped a few places along the way. Some police officers around here, they're not a big fan of coffee. I've learned that. Oh, there's the Potato Dancey Dance. Well, it looks like Potato's trying to get to the end of this match, so we're going to actually... Oh, there's a pinfall right now. We got Thaddeus down for the call, and it's not. Count to 3, because Dakota kicks out. We're going to hit the coffee joint real quick here before the end of this match. King's Coffee Joint. You guys don't have to hear me coughing. One fun thing I like to do while we're traveling out here, since the RWR's on the road now, is I will go out and I will get pins from our locations. I currently have a Nashville pin in my hand. We just had a pin from Arkansas. Ooh, there's a pinfall. Ooh, and that's almost it. But there's one from Nashville. It's like a little guitar and it's got a pick. Pretty cute. I've also got one from when we were in St. Louis. There's that one. I'm sitting there playing with them on my desk. I plan to get one from every town that we stop in. So eventually I'm going to have a vest of just pins. Just going to be pins everywhere. So many pins. But tonight's matches, 2 of them are going to be for placement in the FTW Brawl. Yeah, the FTW Brawl is going to be part of the placement here of this match, and then the next one. And then our main event now, is what I'm being told, is going to be Paperboy versus Scott Steiner. So we're going to see a rematch of Riot and The Rock. Sounds like that feud is not fully done. Dakota Moon with a quick heel kick to Tatum, and Tatum kicks out. Tatum with that big headbutt takes down Dakota. And a knee smash to the elbow. Takes the leg sweep out. Stomps on the elbow. And again, this is every single one of these matches, everything is pretty diabolical when you think about it. A lot of what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it so that they may or may not win this match. Both of these competitors will likely be in the FTW Brawl, regardless of who or where they win this match, or if they win this match, or what placement they get. They will most likely still be in the match itself. There's a pinfall. Oh, and a kick out. So they will likely still be in the match themselves. And even with being in the match, I mean, you're trying to make it so that you have an opportunity to win and make it easier for yourself to do so. So you've got all these other competitors that will be coming down to the ring and trying to compete for the same prize that you are. You want to make it a little bit easier. So if they know that, like, say if Tatum wins this match, and after all the damage they've inflicted on Dakota Moon, Dakota is in that match, and Tatum knows that they have a bad wing because they themselves are the one that damaged it, they're going to go straight for it. Naturally. That's a given. That's just fights. That's how it works, you know. You go for the weakest part, you go for the weakest limb. Oh! Dakota Moon misjudged that jump a little bit, and Tatum didn't even have to move. And now taking advantage of the situation is Tatum, throwing Dakota into that ring pole. And that's this thing when it comes to, you know, fighting and wrestling and stuff of that nature. You know, you want to make sure that you have yourself an advantage. So that's what we have here. We've got two competitors that are literally putting themselves through the paces just to make sure that they have another opportunity in a later date. That's foresight. They're looking ahead. Dakota Moon now just kind of waiting for Tatum to get in the ring. Tatum's just pacing back and forth. It almost kind of seems like they may be a little upset at the situation, letting Thaddeus just do his count. Back in the ring is Tatum. Gets a haymaker to Dakota. Sit out something bomb. I really don't know what that would be called. Neckbreaker? And like I said, we're going to have a fatal four-way next, which is also going to be for placement in the FTW Brawl. So that'll be fun to see. Be a few different competitors. I actually don't know everybody that's in the match. I know a couple people, and I don't want to let the surprise go for anybody. So, and with Shenanigans, like I said, tonight is our third to last episode. We've got 2 more episodes for the weekly. Next week, we are going to see ourselves in Baltimore, and then the final week, we're going to see ourselves in Atlantic City, and then Shenanigans will become just kind of a specialty thing that we do occasionally. It won't be a weekly show anymore. So if you guys are out there wanting to get a chance to see RWR, you gotta have to catch us on our weekly show, Ambition. Ambition's sticking around, everybody. Dakota Moon now sizing up Tatum a bit. Chops and slaps. Running bulldog. Dakota Moon now looks like she might be ramping up here for the end of the match. Moon now with the moonsault off of the middle rope, which with a name like Dakota Moon, that's appropriate to have a moonsault, and Tatum's able to kick out. Second thought, I don't see Sensei around the ring. Did Sensei come out with Tatum? I just realized that. I don't think I saw that Sensei came out with Tatum. I don't see Sensei outside the ring. Tatum with a reverse DDT takes Dakota Moon down square in the middle of the ring. She's laying right on that W in the middle of RWR. Dakota Moon now. Oh my goodness. Tatum just let Dakota stand up, and they just kicked her square in the face. That's going to be it. Tatum is the one that's going to get the better placement in the Brawl match. Thank you, Tatum, for that entertainment. That was actually a fantastic match. You all did really well there. You gotta love to see it. A couple of spots there. There's that Dancey Dance DDT that Tatum likes to do. See, it's called a DDT. Tatum calls it the Dancey Dance takedown. DDT. There's that moonsault, too. Tatum is your winner. We're going to have to hit a commercial break, and we will be right back with the Fatal 4-Way for the FTW placement of the Brawl again.
WrestleMap.com, the home of pro wrestling from all around the world. featuring pro wrestling news from the international pro wrestling scene that is rapidly expanding across the globe in places that are often left untalked about, like Africa, Asia, the Middle East, Europe, and beyond. Featuring pro wrestling news that you won't find anywhere else, new every week. But that's not all. A visit to WrestleMap.com will also give you access to the World Pro Wrestling Map, where we are working to compile every active pro wrestling promotion in the world. It's a great resource for wrestling fans, wrestlers looking to travel, and promoters to get more eyes on their product. So be sure to give us a visit and bookmark WrestleMap.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for staying through those commercial breaks. We've got Aradora, Vicky North, Ruby Saffron, and Marvel O'Who as the Fatal 4-Way. So this one's not going to be an elimination style. I checked. I asked. Fortunately, though, the winner of this match, again, it's just like the last one. They will get a better placement in the FTW Brawl match. So we will see all these competitors possibly in that FTW Brawl match, but basically the winner of this one will just get a better placement. Basically what they're doing. We've got Aradora going after Ruby Saffron, Marvel O'Who getting taken on by Vicky North. And I am currently getting ready to have a little bit more coffee because it's a Thursday morning, and why not, right? I just gotta clean this bowl out. There's a lot of stuff in it. So while I do that, we're gonna talk about wrestling. So we got the two big hitters in the match, Aradora and Marvel O'Who, going after one another, and they're hitting each other hard. Aradora with a big suplex, but Marvel O'Who gets out of it, and it looks like Ruby's was looking for an opportunity, but she decided to come in. Aradora now with a great takedown, wrestling-style takedown on Marvel O'Who. And that is actually no surprise. Aradora has a wrestling background. Aradora has that Greco-Roman wrestling background. Jawbreaker to Vicky North. Oh, looks like we're going to have to grind some up, everybody. That's fine with me, too. Aradora now going after Ruby Saffron because Marvel O'Who was going after Vicky North. This Fatal 4-Way, like I said, the winner of this will get a better placement in the FTW version of the Brawl match that's coming up. And by the way, that is coming up here very soon, being that today is the 17th of April. Guys, that literally is in a little more than 2 weeks. Bayou Brawl is. We are going to be live from New Orleans, Louisiana on May 3rd. Please don't miss out, guys. 2 weeks from tonight will be the last weekly Shenanigans live from Atlantic City, May 1st. So it's going to be May Day. Wonderful May Day, and we're going to be rocking and rolling in Atlantic City, gambling with a little bit of the health of some of our wrestlers' lives. We also have some of that Coffee Joint Coffee. I have a feeling we're going to have some Coffee Joint Coffee in every match tonight, because I have a feeling we're going to have it tonight too with Paperboy and Steiner, because that one I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. I like Scott Steiner myself. I'm a Scott Steiner guy. Mr. Phil Cup I am. So, yeah. All right, though. We're going to have some coffee. Jimmy King's Coffee Joint Coffee, bowl number 2 for this Thursday morning. Yeah. And don't forget, everybody, this coming weekend is Easter. And not only is it Easter, but it's also 420. So that's part of the reason why I'm also doing that. I'm prepping for 420. Prepping for Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Premium Jimmy King's Coffee Joint. Make sure you check him out on Twitch, where he likes to hang out, play games, and be a fool. And he enjoys himself. Oh, and there's almost a pinfall. Aradora almost snuck out a victory there. She had Marvel up against the ropes there for a moment. This is not a Royal Rumble. This is not anything like the elimination style we saw at Riot. This is the first person pin wins. Or, well, first person that gets the pin wins. First person pin loses. And then the other people don't get anything. Ruby Saffron now going after Vicky North. It almost looked like Vicky was trying to sneak one out there. Oh, and here we go. We got some German suplex into a Riptide Lariat out of Marvelo Who, and Aradora coming in to stop the possible win, and she does. Aradora coming in here. Like I said, a very formidable wow. That's impressive. Into that stalling suplex. Oh, and takes her down hard. Vicky North gets into the ring now and starts to go after Ruby Saffron's back. Looks like she's going to pull her into the wrench pull, and that's it right there. She just snuck out the victory with Ruby Saffron with the wrench pull, and you can even see her laughing at everybody else because Aradora and Marvelo were not paying attention. Oh my goodness. Very, very sneakily done there. Vicky North just kind of snuck back in and stole that one. I don't know if you guys saw that, but she just snuck in and stole that one. Very smart, though. She gets a better placement in the FTW Brawl match, which just means that she is going to be probably less tired by the time that she gets into the match. Wow, that's actually right there. Good angle of it. While the other two are brawling, you've got Thaddeus. Actually, no, that's Humphrey right smack dab in the face, and boom, there's the tap. Aradora realizes it too late. Wow. We're going to have to hit another commercial break, and then we're going to be moving on to our main event, Scott Steiner versus Paperboy. You guys are not going to want to miss this one.
I'll take my talents to South Beach.
It's so Miami.
Rolling right along with it. Like I said, we got the streamlined shenanigans currently. And we've got Paperboy versus Scott Steiner. There's the bell. Oh, Scott Steiner pushes Paperboy into Thaddeus, and they start brawling. Thaddeus is down. They're outside the ring, Paperboy and Scott Steiner fighting amongst themselves here, and it looks like that's not going to be all for Humphrey. He's going to get himself back up. And he's outside the ring now paying attention to what is going on. He's probably wanting to just make sure that these two aren't going to get away from him. Oh, big Superman punch from Paperboy takes Scott Steiner down. I don't think this is supposed to be a brawl or a falls count anywhere, but I think that Humphrey is just going to take it where he can. He's going to want to make sure that these guys get the winner, so I don't think he's really worried too much about it. We've got our Norwegian announce team hanging out there for this episode. Collar and elbow tie up, Scott Steiner and Paperboy. Humphrey just trying to stay out of the way. Paperboy now getting brought up by Scott Steiner, punched hard in the head. We got to get them back in the ring, guys. Like, this is what we need to get them in the ring. They're just kind of brawling around the barricade now. He just rolled them off the barricade. Now they're over here by the entry ramp. Hip toss from Scott Steiner gets Paperboy rolling up towards the ramp, and now he's got a little bit of a kind of a modified camel clutch. He just had the chin lock with a knee in his back. And oh, a belly-to-belly suplex takes Paperboy down hard on that mat. And I remind everybody that underneath that mat is solid concrete. You can see where the crowd is standing. It's the same type of concrete. Oh, and he just did it again. Another side slam. One of those swinging, rotating side slams. And you just got Scott Steiner pummeling poor Paperboy. Paperboy with a pump kick takes Scott Steiner down. He's not going down without a fight, Paperboy. I don't know what the hell was that. Gets back in the ring. Scott Steiner luckily follows him, and now they're brawling back in the ring. Head takeover now. He's got him with that head vice, trying to get him into a good position. Paperboy, though, is starting to take charge of this match. He has control of what's going on. Oh, what is that? What is that? The old That's the old Steiner Brothers theme song. What is going on here? That's Rick Steiner. Did Scott Steiner really call in his brother for help with Paperboy? While Paperboy's paying attention to Rick coming out, Scott tries to get the advantage and take him out from behind, but he's going to get whipped into the turnbuckle. Scott Steiner with a running axe handle, taking advantage of him a little bit more here. He's got advantage, elbow to the back. Russian leg sweep takes down Scott Steiner, and with all that muscle weight, he's just going to go down like a rock. Knee to the face, captured leg style, or captured arm style. Steiner just rolls it off, gets right back up. More punches from Paperboy, and elbow to Scott Steiner. Head vice over the ropes to Steiner, and Paperboy now goes for a springboard drop kick, takes Steiner down hard. Size him up, goes for a collar and elbow, puts him up into a suplex, gets him into a knee. And now there's just mounted punches. It's the frustration of Paperboy. He wants to win this match, but he also wants to inflict a little bit of damage. There's a knee. Oh, another belly-to-belly suplex. At least this time it was in the ring. That ring has a lot more give than concrete. And a head vice. I don't know how Steiner was able to find Paperboy's jaw with all that paper, but he managed it. He's going to do it again. Oh, no, Paperboy is going to go for a leg sweep, takes him down. Kicks to the face more. Oh, my goodness. Paperboy now watches a lot of wrestling. Whether it's on TV or YouTube, he watches it. Trying so hard to get the advantage over Scott Steiner here. Oh, and again, another knee to the back. Oh, and we got Scott Steiner now. He's taking over. Quickly rolls over. You can see Rick is right there. I wonder if he didn't bring Rick out just in case Paperboy started calling on some of his friends. I know Paperboy and Trash Pool have recently found out that they are brothers of sorts. Forming the group of Paper Pool. Oh, in that face that's already damaged so hard, or so much, so hard. Oh, fuck. A knee to the midsection, some more kicks, and he goes for a roundhouse kick, but he catches him on the second round. And now he's going after the knee. Kicks him off. And he's got, oh, for a minute there, I thought he was going to go for the Steiner recliner, but he is not, in fact, going for it. Thought he was. I thought he was going for it. I thought he was going to call that right there. He's going to call the match. A leg sweep takes down Scott Steiner one more time. Paperboy not showing any hesitation whatsoever. He just kind of missed on that. It looked like he was going for a scoop slam, and Scott just backed up. Oh, and he gets snake eyes on that top turnbuckle. There's that vice grip one more time on the head. Again, I'm so curious where in the world he can find the jaw of Paperboy. More stomps now. Paperboy is in a bad position. This is the Steiner recliner. This time, this is going to be it. I don't think Paperboy can get out of this. He's not going to be able to do it. He taps, and that's it right there. You're going to see it. It's going to be Paperboy versus Scott Steiner at Riot in the Rock in a King's Cage. I don't know why I said it like that. Great job, production team. We love seeing the floor. Here we go. We got Steiner setting up for the... Oh, yeah, that's the recliner. Just a great view of Humphrey doing his job. Or is that Thaddeus? I think that's Thaddeus, actually. Oh, we got Rick Steiner giving Scott a chair, and oh my God, he's just taking it out of Paperboy. We got to go, everybody, for Well, nobody else but myself. I'm Philip Cup. This has been Shenanigans. We will see you next week. Don't forget to tune in for Ambition and Shenanigans next week. I love you guys. I'll see you.